Hello there, how you doing? Jeff D, owner AIMC Health Solutions, amchealthsolutions.com for our weekly health and wellness video on Saturday. As always, I always do on Saturday. I was at the gym, did some shoulders, tries, abs, and took a great walk. Heather even joined me today on that walk. Spring is in full swing here in New England. The weather is getting awesome, so definitely get out there. So this week, what I'd like to talk about why vitamin B12 is so awesome. Of course, there's B6 and B12, the B vitamins. It's the energy vitamin. It's the focus vitamin. But I'm going to focus mostly on B12. Now, what's one of the reasons why B12 is important, right? So what it really helps you with, I'm going to talk about symptoms first or the way you're feeling, right? So if you're irritable, you're weak, you even have trouble walking, you're not focused enough, you have even trouble sleeping, time again, you may be deficient in vitamin B12. Especially if you can't focus. If you're just having one of those days where it's irritable, you can't focus and all that, it could be because your body's not generating enough red blood cells, and that's what B12 helps you do. So if you don't have enough red blood cells, right, what happens is your tissues and organs don't get enough oxygen. And if you don't get enough oxygen, you know what happens. You start feeling tired, irritable, if you're not getting enough oxygen into your body to regenerate and red blood cells and all that. So you want to have, that's like the first thing and probably the best thing that vitamin B12 helps you with, because it's interesting how the body works, isn't it? You have to admit that the body usually repairs itself, but there's certain scenarios where if you're not getting enough of a certain vitamin like B12, the body tells you. Either tells you, start getting irritable, snotty, whatever, and all that. But let's talk about how B12 helps you. All right. So it helps you with the normal functioning of your brain and nervous system. So again, your nervous system, if you're very nervous and edgy and anxious and all that, and you can't concentrate, that's what B12 helps you. Your cognitive function, right? Again, that's your brain, right? It's how you think. I love taking a B12 shot, not a plug here, but Awake Energy here in the afternoon, because you ever have, during morning, you're fine, you have your coffee, you have lunch, and then you feel like, oh man, I need a nap at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's where I always take one of these babies to get me going, because, and then getting back to, the business world, a lot of people say do the hardest stuff in the morning, and that's one of the reasons is because in the afternoon you feel a little bit like you want to just take a nap, or you get things bother you, or you don't feel like exercise or anything like that. That's where the B12, and that gives you a little more tip of one of the best times to take it is probably in the early afternoon, so it kind of gets you through the day. So we talked about formation of red blood cells. That's the whole basis of what vitamin B does, because what it does is it prevents anemia, right? People get skinny, irritable. Again, they don't have muscle growth. That's what B12 helps you, right? It helps create irregular DNA. It helps your DNA, right? It possibly prevents cognitive abnormalities. So again, it comes back to your mental state and how you think and all that, and that's what B12 really helps. So now you're like, all right, I don't feel like taking supplements, right? Some people don't like taking supplements, and I agree. Sometimes, if you have the great diet, supplements only close the gap. And I talked about this in previous videos where that's the purpose of supplementation. Like if you have a great diet, you're getting sufficient nutrients and sufficient vitamins and minerals. Great, right? Supplements help that. But, meat, eggs, and cow milk are the best foods that have B12 and help you with that. So any type of red meat, even chicken, even white meat, eggs, cow milk. Cow milk's the one that's important. You don't want to drink it in excess, right? Generally, you want 2.4 milligrams of vitamin B 12 as part of a supplement or a food source. that's sufficient enough, because you don't want to overdose on vitamin B12, even by vitamin B6, because what will happen is you'll get diarrhea, you'll pee a lot, that's just your body getting rid of the excess B12. So you don't want to have it in big doses. You want to have it in smaller doses, and you'll feel amazing. Last but not least, people say, but I drink coffee. Of course, coffee's good. Skip the cream and sugar. Of course, those are the ones that are bad. They kind of battle each other. I personally don't like to have a cup of coffee and a B supplement at the same time. I like to spread it out. Like I said, coffee in the morning, B12 in the afternoon, and you'll feel amazing. It'll get you through the day. Especially if you work long days, it'll get you through those days. Well, I hope this helped you, and I hope you enjoy my videos. Please, take a look at it, comment, share, like, share with your friends. AIMCHealthSolutions.com. That's our website. AIMC Health Solutions. We're on Facebook. We're on X. We're on LinkedIn. We're all over the place. And let me know. Send me a note if there's any topics that you want to learn more about. We usually base the videos around like the four, right? Fitness, mental health, diet, and supplementation. Okay. Have a great day. Take care.